Oh, man, come back!
Find him and kill him!
Who's out there? You're getting paranoid. There ain't nothing
Found
here.
your sorry ass!
Oh, now it's on! Nothing. Looks like the jet will make it. Time's up, asshole! Where'd that little... Shit!
Having fun, huh? I can do this all day.
Move up. Need some cover fire over here. What you got? Down, down. Straight, rookie. Give up now? I'll make it quick. You gotta reload, son. Playing games with me, huh? You still alive? Christ.
I got your back!
Just noise.
John, you better be worth it. Aw, man, come back! I was having fun. I'm just getting started.
Over here!
Don't you die on me! Where'd that little...
Time's up.
Yeah?
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? We sent word with one of them. Most people don't put much...
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. There's a raider gang that's... We know where they're coming from, but we can't...
I took care of some raiders earlier.
No kidding. That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. You know what? I'm gonna take a chance on you. If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping each other. So...
Right.
I haven't forgotten that you need my help. Remind me as soon as you found out what that settlement needed from the Minutemen.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. Not much use yet, but once we have more allied settlements, I don't think I ever told you it.
I figured you'd tell me.
Have you heard of the Quint?
You guys came...
That's right.
Right.
I was with Colonel Hollis's group.
Mm-hmm.
We were the only...
Uh-huh. As long as you don't give up.
I'm not about to give up, but I can't protect the Commonwealth all by myself. That's why I'm talking.
Sure. Hey, that means a lot coming from you, Garvey.
I appreciate that. Does that mean you'll do it?
Okay. I'll do it.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen. And don't worry. The leader of the Minutemen has all... Our last leader was General. The one good thing, now it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
Got a strange message. I couldn't figure out exactly what... Anything else?
No, nothing.
Okay.
Hi.
You wanted help earlier. Some kind of machine to get into the Institute?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and...
Teleportation? For real? Wow. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I've heard that folks at Finch Farm...
You're tied.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Here you go.
Wow, what a mess. Looks like, encrypted RF transmissions. Okay, so that gets routed through... What the hell? Teleportation. This is...
It's real. I got it from an ex-Institute scientist.
Seriously? I didn't know you could be an ex... Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. The handwriting's pretty... But, you can get...
Sure. Good work, Sturgis.
Well, don't thank me.
Uh-huh.
Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure while you're working on that. Keep in mind, I can already see... Like if you had a... And it's going to...
Right.
You call this place sanctuary? Cemetery seems a little more appropriate.
Seems to be growing well. Hey, Sturgis.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. Here's a list of... I'll meet you over at the...
Sure. Thanks, Sturgis. I'll get right...
Good deal. One thing to keep in mind while you're building this, it all needs to be wired together so all the pieces can talk to each other. I'll see you over at the building site. Good luck.
You're tied to this place, kid. Your energy.
You willing to do some work?
What kind of help do you need?
Well, for starters, we could...
I'd be glad to help.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure we can sleep with... There's a workbench...
Sturgis.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Who are you?
Sean, where is everyone?
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
We're leaving this place. Together. Okay, Sean?
What's going on? Father? Father!
What do you want me to do, Sean? What can I do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Please, Sean. I'm your father. Talk to me. Just open the door.
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing.
The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am. Raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
I know. I know you've been through so much. I'm pleased to see it has not impaired your judgment. Forgive me. I'd assumed that after everything I'm sure you've seen above ground, you would be more than a bit biased against us. There is much to be done. You'll need time to acclimate yourself, a chance to become acquainted with our procedures.
I'll do whatever it takes. It's worth it.
I am glad to hear that. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this...
Doc.
Oh.
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are here.
Most of them have lasted
Well,
long past their projected
I'm
lifespans.
Allie Fillmore.
If you ask me,
you can think of
they
me
were
as the
built pretty
Institute's
well.
chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father...
Right. Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the...
It must be a challenge to meet the...
Absolutely. Over the years, when necessary, fortunately, it's a good thing, too, because the demand is... I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out. There we
go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Time to examine my latest reports on batch 274.
Not yet. I've been...
Doctor.
I wonder how
Welcome.
the Warwick family is
So good
doing.
to have you here.
Young
Dr.
Wally
Clayton
must be close
Holdren,
to 10 years old
head of the
now.
Bioscience Division.
Remarkable.
I
that any
can't
child
wait for you
can
to see the
survive
work we're
for so
doing.
long up there, don't
It's
you think?
truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Seems like there's nothing you guys can't do.
With hard work and ingenuity, any challenge can be overcome. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure how well I'll fit in, but I'd like to give it a try.
Great. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now, thanks.
Take care, then.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
Nothing to report, sir.
I am seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some
You're
heads
here.
together.
What Glad now? You made it.
They're dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with me. You know, send them...
Hi, Doc.
So,
Please don't.
here
There's
you
enough
are.
friction as it is between
I'll be upfront.
us and
Despite
pretty much all
I'm
the
sure
other
you understand.
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, our primary...
I'm sure it's best for everyone.
Certainly. The results could be Our main instrument is the Corsairs hunt.
Right.
They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat. But I gather you know all this. In fact, I'd very much like to know.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Corsair should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. Now, unless you need something else, I'll...
Uh-huh. I'm good for now, thanks.
Very well.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
No visible reaction to K-14.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing...
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are.
Don't worry. I promise I won't get in your way.
Thank you, I do appreciate it. Oh, before I've been told to install... You're to be given full access.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to... In case the significance... If nothing else, it... Now, unless there's something...
I'm good for now, thanks.
All right.
Uh-huh.
For goodness sake, I can't find my notes anywhere.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum. And only recharge
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
You've got technology here that I never dreamed possible. It's amazing.
I'm glad you can appreciate. Ultimately, unfortunately, as remarkable, the superior synth.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for it.
Uh-huh.
Now you should get moving.
Uh-huh.
Object malfunctions. Engaging. Systems offline.
take no... Where'd they go? Found you! Surprise assault. Fan out.
I'm ready to move in, sir.
You must be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can...
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.
What was that? Light 'em up!
Good. I was starting to get bored.
Over here!
Why don't you just die? Oh.
asshole! Just give up! Why do they always gotta fight back?
Hold up a moment, sir. There's something important I need to tell you.
I'm listening.
I'm going to give you B592's reset code. If he hears the code phrase, it'll reset his cognitive processes and make him docile. You'll need to say B592 initialize factory reset, followed by the authorization code Gamma 71 Epsilon. Once he's shut down, I can transport him safely back to the Institute.
Good. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary violence.
Well, he might not be alone up there. That's all, sir.
Well done. Judging by your gear, I'm gonna guess you two are agents just like me. So, made it to the top. Is the Institute so desperate for resources that it's stealing plunder from honest, hard-working Commonwealth gangs?
B592, initialize factory reset, authorization Gamma 71 Epsilon.
Boss? You okay? Gabriel, can you hear me? Shit, they did something to him! Take them out! Fine!
Nice work, sir. I'll take the sync back. This is X688. Ready to relay with reclaim synth.
We're all looking forward to working with you. Pardon me.
Our technology must seem pretty advanced by your standards.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Hello. Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult.
Uh-huh. Gabriel and his gang were sick bastards, hanging...
Well, we can do nothing. But enough about that. I couldn't have hoped. While you were away, you'll find all the basics.
Sure.
Go and have a look.
It must make you proud to see all that Father...
Do you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled,
Welcome to the
we
Institute.
can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Your new quarters are here, sir. When you're finished here, sir, Father wants to see you.
Excuse me.
Sir. I'm listening.
Is it true food?
Cynthia, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in an SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing the terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
I am sorry, sir,
no,
but that
it's
supplement
not.
is no
But
longer
I was
available.
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
All systems nominal.
Sean.
Ah. Hello, Father. Tell me.
Uh-huh. After everything I've been through to find you...
I'm sorry, Father. Of course. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several cities. They no doubt mean to free these cities. You've been in contact...
Uh-huh. Railroad? Never heard of them.
Oh, come now. Let's not play games. I know full well. They... Don't worry. I don't hold it against you. Usually they are a minor nuisance. I'm afraid we've reached the point. We have learned the current look.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important. We also don't want...
Right. Is it just me, or will I have backup?
Of course, sir. We'll be waiting for you outside Bunker Hill. You'll have support.
Uh-huh.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable source.
I'm on it. Clean water coming up.
Great.
Uh-huh. Sturgis.
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable... I hope you don't mind me asking. If we're gonna settle here...
I'll start planning.
Good deal.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
The Institute isn't our enemy, remember.
I know, but it never hurts to be prepared. Just in case they decide the Commonwealth isn't big enough for the both of us. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
Bingo.